Hey guys, welcome to day 5 of my world tour. I'm a traveler from Kazakhstan, sleeping in a tent and hitchhiking in order to save on costs. And we are currently in Samarkand, heading to Bukhara. And by the way, as first part of my world tour, I'm performing a pilgrimage to the holy city of Muslims, Mecca. That's why Sayahat 1 is going to be dedicated to this pilgrimage. And we're currently in Central Asia still, covered about 1,200 kilometers. Yeah, I woke up with a really nasty feeling. I think I caught diarrhea or something because my stomach was not feeling good and my stool and everything. I was feeling like shit, honestly. But yeah, as you may or may not remember from my previous video, this was my first night sleeping in a tent officially, and it was a okay experience. Nothing bad happened, except I was packing up my tent and about to leave when a policeman came by, a Uzbek policeman. He was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I was like, I'm about to leave anyway, sir. I don't want no problem." And he let me go. Well, of course. By the way, guys, as you can see from the footage, like Samarkand's roads are like this. They're super narrow. So yeah, I had this vegetarian pilaf, some breakfast before the road by some kind people. They gave me everything for free except for the meal. It was great. Oh, and by the way, the green tea, it was amazing. Ryanbeck will eventually see India, but that's another story. We'll see in future videos. But I prepared this cardboard for hitchhiking to Bukhara, and I got a ride. It was pretty fast. The gentleman was very kind because later on he offered me some watermelon. We stopped by and he ordered me some. He offered me food, but I was not hungry. It is middle of summer 2024, July, and the heat is crazy. Oh, and by the way, guys, this is Kuk Zhuguli, a banger in Uzbekistan of all times. Check it out. So yeah, I just passed some cotton fields. The reason Aral Sea does not exist is because of this, by the way. And soon enough, we arrived in Bukhara. Biz Bukhara keldik, Ark Citadel'ine keldik. Hazır ko'rsatib bering. Mineki. Issiq 40 gradus. Mineki kezinde. Yeah, so because I have not been to Europe yet, this is the first ever castle in my life. I have never seen a castle before and it looks freaking magnificent for real. Well, tell me, what do you guys think about this? This was basically the capital, like the medieval Bukhara Khanate's Khan's place of living, you know. So yeah, guys, I basically walked around a little bit, went to the top. It looks pretty cool. And then I walked around the mini city, and then I saw the throne. I sat on it, and I imagined myself being a king or like a medieval Khan, and there's like servants coming, approaching me. Yeah. Sometimes it's cool to be reborn as someone like that, you know? Oh yeah, this is Boloy Kho's masjid. Like, it's a really cool mosque with like wooden pillars like these. You see that? It's freaking amazing. Yeah, so these are ancient and medieval Persian influence. You know, Central Asia was influenced by Persia a lot. I walked around a bit and interacted with some locals. Qanday ko'zi? Tusi жасыл. Da? Da. Kalonga kelib жатырмыз. Oh, mineki Kalon. Okay, a little spoiler, but you see that really tall tower over there? I saw that exact same tower in Urumqi, China. Here you can even see the Chinese characters underneath the tower. That was about 300 days later. So yeah, but it's magnificent. Persian influence. Yeah, and this cafe had a really beautiful staircase like this. I was having a lesson with a student. Then I went to have dinner. Actually, I realized that I either have enough energy to go get dinner at a cafe or something, which was kind of far and hard to get to, or find a place to pitch a tent for sleep. And as you can see, I made some instant ramen noodles. Those guys, the owner, gave me some boiled water. He even let me charge my power bank over there, as you can see. It was humble, just ramen and some pickles and some bread. It was like instant noodles. And the owner was really, really nice. He even let me eat at his table outdoors, right in front of the grocery store. But I remember he asked me what I'm doing and where I'm from, and I explained that, hey, I'm going to Mecca, and you know, Uzbek people are Muslims as well. I remember how he looked at me. He looked very skeptical, but he wished me well. You know, it was interesting. You know, a lot of people thought that I'm crazy or something for going to Mecca like this, hitchhiking, you know? People usually fly these days. And then came time for the hardest part, scary part, finding a place to sleep.
қалай жататын орынды іздеймін, көрсетіп жіберейін. Бір жағынан мен қабырға болғанын қалаймын, өйткені қақ ортада далада жатсаң 360 градус қорғану керек болады да, а бір жағында қабырға болса, онда ол дейтін 180-ге азаяды. Демек, үй қасында бір тау, ағаш болса, андай бұтақтарымен, кәдімгідей жапырақтарымен бәрін жауып тұратын.
Alrighty guys, don't judge me too harshly. It was my first days tenting and I didn't know how to do it. So I kind of came up with these strategies to make myself feel better. I don't think necessarily it helps if you're guarded by 180 degrees with a wall. Doesn't really matter, but at that time it kind of did. And well, actually, it was crazy because this night I changed my location a little bit. It was like a bunch of hay. And I was in the middle of it, and in the morning I noticed a lot of barking, and like there was like 10 or 15 dogs near me. I like saw them through the gaps in my tent, but I just kept quiet and they left. But I think the fact that I was, you know, hidden and covered by something like hay is exactly the reason that saved me. Because, well, God knows what those stupid stray dogs want. I don't like stray dogs. They're extremely dangerous, which I will learn later. Just bear with me. But yeah, later on, I learned an important fact. You either go to a place where there's a lot of people, like a gas station. Those are the safest options for tenting. Or the opposite, where there are no people whatsoever. So this spot, even though it was okay, it could have been much better. You know what I mean? Because there could have been people here, and God knows what their intentions are. You know what I mean? But this was it, guys. I will see you in the next one. Support me on PayPal. And in case nobody told you this today, I love you. Bye-bye.